baseball on MLB The Show. It's the Chicago White Sox and the Milwaukee Brewers. First pitch coming your way next.
Milwaukee
So just about
Brewers.
set now. And on the hill in this one, Freddie Peralta. What should we keep an eye on here?
Well, that 12-6 curveball explodes out of the hand, and because he's able to throw the high fastball at the top of the strike zone for a strike, hitters commit to that pitch, and before they know it, they're swinging over the top of that curveball.
And there's a ball.
Well, it's a good pitch there. Really had some run and finished a little up and in just on the edge. And that's what it was. If you swing at it, you had a broken bat as you jog back to the dugout.
Left-hand hitter waits. That's off the inside corner. And now 3-1. That one misses. So a leadoff walk.
Pretty easy walk right there. Last pitch wasn't even much to think about.
Batting second, the center
And now
fielder,
here's the big center fielder, Luis Robert. That one close, ruled a ball. 1-0.
Pretty smart not to serve something up for him right there. He's really good at hitting the first pitch.
Peralta, a former All-Star. He features a four-seam fastball, a slider, a changeup, and he occasionally uses a curve. In the air, center field. Mitchell gets under it. And there's one away. Time to check out the lineup for the White Sox.
Andrew Benintendi.
Andrew Benintendi up to the plate. That one ripped, but foul. Runner on the goal. Next offering is fouled back. Tachman, the base runner at first with one out. Just misses the mark outside the zone.
Really good take, especially with 2 strikes.
Fights that one away, still 1-2.
Now he's desperately looking for that swing and miss. He's going to have to just change speeds a little bit, try to move it around, create just a little bit of illusion at the end.
Off the mark there, 2-2.
Recognize that changeup right out of the hand. Just spit on it.
Ball.
In the dirt.
Okay.
Foul ball, and it remains a full count.
5 foul balls in this at bat so far, and these two are going head to head. You can see the crowd. They're starting to get into it a little bit more and more each pitch, even though there hasn't been a ball in play yet.
Three and two now. Swing and a ball ripped right field, and that one back, and that one is gone. A massive home run, and it gives him the lead in the first. It's 2-0. He kept swinging, and it paid off.
Well, that was a battle, Boog, and he just kept taking his cuts. Finally squared one up. Knew what pitch he wanted to hit. Spent on some other pitches in this at bat. Was very patient, and it paid off.
One out, base is empty. Andrew Vaughn now. That one's upstairs, ball 1. Still only one out here in the inning. Next offering in there for a strike. That's strike one.
One way to make a guy real uncomfortable at the plate is pound him inside with good velocity. They're doing that right here.
In the air, left field. Makes the grab, 2 down.
Just pulled off of it a little bit right there. That front shoulder coming open instead of staying closed. If he does that, he's going to be able to go up the middle the other way with some authority instead of a fly out to left.
Swing and a ball lifted in the air. Freeland makes the play, and it's out number 3. But 2 come across to score in the inning, courtesy of this 2-run homer. It's now a 2-0 ball game. Back after this on the show. Back here at American Family Field, getting the start for the Chicago White Sox, Martin Perez.
He really relies on working down in the zone with that heavy sinker he's got. You know, it's not as popular to throw that pitch today as it used to be because, you know, guys are looking to hit balls down in the zone, get them up in the air. It's very important for him when facing same-side hitters to be able to get it in, especially early in the count, and to opposite guys be able to throw it at that front hip and run it over the inside corner.
In time to Vaughn. 1 gone, bottom half of the first. Let's take a look at the Brewers lineup. They're dealing with a sinker specialist on the mound, which can be a big-time challenge when he's right and working mostly from the knees down.
Well, I think the approach you take is really try to lay off of those pitches down in the zone until he gets some called strikes and then forces you to go after that pitch. Until then, make him elevated because guys that throw those sinkers, those two-seamers, really hard for them to be effective up in the zone. Those are pitches you can hammer. But when you get a cookie, you don't want to miss it.
Line drive, base hit.
Batting third, the catcher.
Anytime you rip a line drive the other way, you feel really good about what you did at the plate. You trusted your hands, you let the ball travel, and you took the barrel straight to it. That's great work right there.
And now it's William Contreras. There goes the runner. Pitch in for a strike. Throw to second. Ow!
Usually when you see a team try to steal a base in the early innings, it tells you they want to be aggressive on offense. Try to force the defense to make plays and slow them down. That's exactly what they did right there. So we'll see if that caught stealing changes the offensive approach moving forward.
2 out, space is empty. That one misses. And the count 1-2. Fly ball to right. Tachman makes the grab, and that's the inning. Back here in Milwaukee, and here is Sosa to the plate.
Lenny Sosa.
Peralta back to work. That one finds the zone. Strike one. Peralta, when you talk about his skill set, he stops teams from getting hits. That's the thing that he's so good at. He's just really difficult to get base hits against. Next pitch, a slider that misses outside.
Well, he's got power, and he has a reputation of being a strike thrower. So, to his advantage, he can expand the zone.
Hit in the air, center field. Mitchell moving under this one. He's got it. 1 down.
He can throw that fastball slightly above the top of the strike zone to get hitters to chase. He can also break it off because when you're geared up for good velocity, it's hard to stay back. You have to make a decision really early.
So what's the approach from an offensive perspective against a guy that doesn't give up a lot of hits?
I think you just kind of have to lean out over the plate and, take your base. But seriously, you just have to try to shorten up. I think guys choking up on the bat a little bit to have some more bat control, be a little bit quicker, and don't get greedy.
Next offering is down low. And there's the automatic. 1 out, base is empty. Pulls that one foul. Swings and misses. Tied him up on a fastball inside. Stepping in, Brooks Baldwin. And first offering is fouled off. Two down, nobody on. In the air, fairly deep to right field. Chorio moving back for this one. He's got it. And that is out number 3. Bottom of the second. And now the center fielder, Garrett Mitchell.
Garrett Mitchell.
Well, not only can Perez pitch, but he can also sing. Remember, he performed the national anthem for Team Venezuela leading up to the World Baseball Classic. If you watch that video, you'll see how much that moment meant to him.
Clyde Washington doing the umpiring behind the dish in this one. Sometimes considered a bit of a pitcher's umpire, Singy.
He likes the low ball, which traditionally favors pitching. But, hitters today are pretty good at dropping their barrel down. So we'll see how it goes in this one.
Oh, now this is blasted. Way back there. On its way. Gone. He'll circle the bases. It's 2-1.
He just sent this stadium into a frenzy. They're going nuts. He got his front foot down. He was strong on his backside, and when his bat went through the zone, there's no question that ball was going to travel out of the ballpark. But that's, if you were putting a tape together, positive to watch, that's it right there. Just a perfect swing.
And now Sal Freeland. This one chopped on the ground, but foul. Nobody on, nobody out with a run in. Bottom half of inning number 2. And that one hit to first. Vaughn takes it himself, 1 away. That ground ball may have him back on track after the homer.
The first baseman, Rhys Hoskins.
And it's Rhys Hoskins up to the dish. Ball 1, no strikes. Just missed.
Well, they gave up the home run earlier in this inning, not pitching as aggressively here.
This one smoked, could be trouble. And that one's going to get into the corner. Now he'll turn for second. The relay throw. Not in time, it's a double.
Well, when you fall behind in the count, you've got to come into the zone, and then guys have a better chance of hitting the ball hard like he did right there.
One out, runner at second. Dunn digs in now. That just misses. Ball 1. Popped up left side. Baldwin makes the play. 2 down.
Batting 8th, the shortstop, Joseph Ortiz.
Joseph Ortiz up now for the Brewers.
Left cheek, right cheek. How you getting them jam? Fast here you might be.
And that misses. And that is ball one. The shortstop takes the ball.
2 balls, no strike.
That misses the zone, and now 3-0. Bryce Terang in the on-deck circle, hoping to get a chance to make a big impact here. So now 2 on and 2 outs.
Well, just came apart right there. 4-pitch walk, and
Batting
guy at
ninth,
the plate was
the
not going to
second
help him out by swinging at something out of the zone.
This is Bryce Terang. That's in there, and it's 0-1. Out there to center. It's going to fall for a hit. Coming home. Here comes the throw. It's offline, and he scores.
Well, we're starting over again, all tied up. When you flare a ball out behind second base, it's really a tough spot for anyone to get to, and you're never trying to do that as a hitter, but when you do, I tell you what, you're yelling at it the entire way to get down.
And here is Jackson Chourio. 0 for 1. He grounded out in his first at bat. And that's through there for a strike. 0-1.
Ball game is still tied. They can get out of this inning with a tie game. This might be a steal situation, but that's not your average catcher behind the dish. You have to be careful here.
That's a strike, and he inches closer to getting out of the jam.
And a bat like this is almost over as it begins. In this situation, you have no idea what the next pitch is going to be. You just got to hope that you can make contact.
1 and 2.
In the dirt, blocked. Terang up to second. Runner at third holds, so both runners are now in scoring position.
Going to have to buckle down and make a pitch or two to get out of this little jam he's worked himself into after the 2-out hit, then that wild pitch. Good time to step off, take a deep breath.
Fouls it off, still 1-2. Battling here as he fouls it away. And here's a slow roller. Zips it to first. That ends the inning, and they limit the damage. They get 2 and draw even again. We head on now to the top of the third. We are tied 2-2. On to the third inning. Here's the catcher, Corey Lee.
Corey Lee.
Inside, just missed. Swing and a miss as he was out front that time. The 1-1 is fouled off. Got him swinging.
He came out of his mechanics there. Typically likes to shoot the ball the other way, but that time, a little anxious.
Back to the top of the lineup. Now it's the right fielder, Mike Tauchman. Splits the plate. That's strike 1.
Well, we call that keyholing. Even though it's right there and looks pretty good, if he doesn't love it, he's not going to swing that early in the count.
One down, base is empty. Strike 3, and that's 2 in a row.
Just overmatched on that fastball right there. It wasn't like he was set up for it by something off speed earlier in the at-bat. Just came right after him with 3 straight, and he had no answer for it.
So here's Robert now. 0 for 1 with a fly out to center. They say he went. Robert, a former Gold Glove winner, 27 years old, and he was born in Cuba. Pop foul out of play off to the right. Tied up here in the early going. Fans another, and that's 3 straight strikeouts. Down in order go the White Sox. Score remains 2-2. And welcome back to the ballpark. Now it's the DH, Christian Yelich. And immediately pumps in a strike to the left-handed hitter. Slice the other way and foul. Swing and a miss, struck him out.
Oh, nothing too fancy on the strikeout pitch right there. Just a low 90s fastball. And I'm not sure he was trying to challenge him, but that's pretty much what happened. Very hittable location, but he found a way to just get it by him.
William Contreras now at the plate. Flied to right his first time. Out front, rip foul. Sliced hard but foul. Fights it off. He'll see another. And that's outside. Not close with that one. 2-2. Keeps the at-bat going with a foul ball. Knocks that one away, and we'll do it again. Swing and a ground ball. Oh, and it hits the base. And he'll be safe at first.
The center fielder, number 5.
Man at first with one gone. Garrett Mitchell up now for the Brewers. Up the middle. Stops it on a slide. The feed for one. Over to first, safe.
We saw a few skills on display there for the out. Technique was great, reaction time was there, and the slide was smooth. Watching that play come together was really fun.
Sal Frelick will hit next. He's 0 for 1. Bounding ball here, rolls foul. Mitchell off of first with 2 away.
Well, if he's going to steal second, you want him to go early in the count. That way he's not a distraction to the hitter at the plate. Go ahead and get it out of the way.
That's the inning. Milwaukee leaves 1, and this game is still tied at 2-2. As we go to the top of the 4th, Benintendi to the plate.
Number 23, Andrew
Benintendi needs just one more homer to reach 100 in the big leagues.
Right through there for a strike. Yeah, and making it to 100 homers would be quite the career accomplishment for him. Out of the more than 20,000 players to take an at-bat in the majors, less than 5% have ever hit 100 dingers.
Make it 4 strikeouts in a row, just cruising along.
Really tight bite on that slider and just couldn't get the barrel to it out front. You've got to try to pull those hands tight to the body to get it through. And I'm thinking he probably wanted that pitch to end up even more inside to keep it out of the danger zone. But it had enough late break and deception to get the job done.
And up next for Chicago, Andrew Vaughn. Fly to left his first time. That one finds the corner, and that is strike one. The number 3 overall pick out of Cal for the White Sox in 2019. Next offering is in for a strike. Way inside, gets out of the way.
Straighten him up a little bit.
All tied up, top half of inning number 4. Foul ball, still a 1-2 count. And that's downstairs and outside. Another one. That's 5 straight strikeouts.
Well, right now he's in cruise control, autopilot, just dominating these hitters. It doesn't look like it's a fun at bat. And all of a sudden, you become in awe of this guy on the mound. Somebody's got to break this thing up. That's 5 straight strikeouts. Got to put a ball in play.
Rojas batting for the second time, and that's strike 1. Swing and a miss, and that's strike 2.
He finds himself in a tough situation early. Just got to try to simplify it. Take a knock the other way if you can.
Strike 3, and now 6 strikeouts in a row. Nothing doing for the offense that time. And midway in the 4th, we are tied 2-2. And we're back. John Sciambi and Chris Singleton with you. And leading off the bottom of the 4th, Rhys Hoskins. And that one a little below the knees, and it's 1-0.
Well, these Brewers showing great discipline at the plate, and patience definitely seems to be the name of their game in this one. They're doing a good job of working the pitch count, and they've been able to push a couple of runs across to score as well.
That one clips the outside corner, and that is strike 2.
Still relatively early, but with a pair of runs already on the board, the ripple effect of that high pitch count might set them up to do more damage later in this game.
And a 1-2. And that's down and away. Hacks and misses. It's a strikeout.
Up next,
here's the third baseman, Oliver Dunn.
Oliver Dunn.
And there's a foul ball. To the right side. Tosses to first. Already 2 gone here in the home 4th.
The batter, number 3, shortstop, Joseph.
Now it's the shortstop, Joseph Ortiz. Walked his first time.
How you getting them jam? Better say here you might be.
Swinging a foul straight back. Fouled off left side.
This guy's seen 2 changeups in a row. Could be a little vulnerable for a fastball right here.
And foul ball.
Also really good at bat. What I like about this guy, his bat stays in the zone for a long time. Gives him the ability to foul off tough pitches.
Ball 1 low.
1-2.
2 down, nobody on. We're here in the bottom of the 4th. That's outside. And now 2 balls and 2 strikes.
Three balls, 2 strikes.
Wow, this guy's really battling up there as if his run is the game-winning run. I love his tenacity.
That's a good at bat right there. He was down early in that plate appearance. Works the walk.
It's not easy laying off that pitch. It's designed to fool you, but he just wasn't fooled at all.
So a man at first. Up now for Milwaukee, Bryce Terang. RBI single his last time up. That one is absolutely belted. Going back. Way back there and gone. And they grab the lead. It's 4-2. He only needed 1 swing to square it up.
Not wasting any time in that at-bat, Boog. Aggressive, and it paid off. A good hitter gets pitch recognition early. He saw exactly where that was going to be. The challenge, not get over anxious and come out of your swing. He stayed on it and got all of it.
At the plate, Jackson Chourio. He's grounded out a couple of times. And he takes a strike. Swing and a high fly ball down the right field line. Brings it in for the 3rd out. 2 runs for Milwaukee on the dinger. It's now 4-2. You're watching Major League Baseball on the show. Back here at American Family Field. Now it's the second baseman, Lenny Sosa.
Well, you got to give him credit out there on the mound. This outing started off a little shaky, but he's found a way to settle in and turn this into a pretty good start. Kind of shows you a lot about his mental makeup as a pitcher.
Peralta makes the grab, 1 away. And next to hit for the Sox, Miguel Vargas. He was a strikeout victim his first time. Out to short. Fires over to Hoskins. And a couple of quick outs.
Well, he's one of the best shortstops in the sport, no doubt about it. And he put his skills on display once again right there. Great stop on the backhand, but it was the transfer and throw for me that really stood out. With the speed going down the line, there's no way he gets the out any other way. That was impressive.
And that is out of play. Two outs. And that one upstairs, ball 1. And that skips in the dirt.
Oh, I think the key, I mean, if he can get through one more inning, anything after that, a hitter or 2 is bonus, but they should be lined up good enough to get to the finish line. First pitch strike from the pitcher, but then no panic at all by the hitter. Very patient, showing good discipline. Now he's in the driver's seat with the 3-1 count.
Chourio on the move. Hauls it in to end the inning. Cam Boozer taking over on the mound.
Still pretty early in the ball game, so this bullpen has some work ahead of them. Best case scenario might be if he can come in here and get several quick outs, kind of bridge the gap that starter left for him.
In the air, pretty deep out to center field. Robert under it. Hauls it in for the out.
Almost a loud start to the inning on that first
Now
pitch, man.
batting,
He's going
the
to want
catcher,
that one back, no
William.
doubt.
And now the catcher comes up to hit. William Contreras, 1 for 2. Hit on the ground to short. Whips it across. Gets the catcher by a step.
The center fielder, number 5, Garrett
2 outs,
Mitchell.
base is empty. And the batter now, Garrett Mitchell. He's already homered in this game. Not even close there. Ball 1. Meanwhile, activity in the bullpen. Number 64 getting ready to go. Gilbert, the lefty, warming up as well. And that clips the inside corner.
1 ball, 1 strike. No.
That's in there. 2-2 now. Stays alive. Swings through that one. It's a strikeout. Gone in order are the Brewers as they can't add to their 4-2 lead. All set for the
Leading
top
off
of the
for the White
6th.
Sox,
Now it's
the
the White
catcher,
Sox catcher, Corey Lee. Peralta back to work. And that's a little bit high. And that's ball 1.
You know, these White Sox just lacking discipline at the plate in this ball game. Chasing pitches has been a big part of the story. We've seen it quite a bit today. It's been tough for them to make contact at times. And it just doesn't look like they're seeing it very well as a group.
Back to the top of the White Sox lineup. So up next for Chicago, Mike Tauchman. A strikeout and a walk. First pitch misses.
He's great hitting the ball the other way, and that pitch did a good job to straighten him up a bit. Mission accomplished.
Check swing. Did he go? Yes, he did.
And on the mound, you know confidence has to be pretty high with all of the swings and misses. He's had them eaten out of the palm of his hand pretty much all game.
And that drops in for a strike. Fights that one away, still 1-2.
You could see he was trying to stay back long enough to handle the off-speed pitch, but just a little tardy on the fastball.
The White Sox trailing by 2, and we're the top half of the 6th. Ripped towards third. Throws to first. 2 quick outs to open the top of the 6th.
Now batting, the center fielder, Luis.
And now it's Luis Roberts. Bowl for 2 in this one. And that finds the mark on the outside corner. That's strike 1.
Man, this guy's got a great feel for his breaking ball today.
Now 1-1. And that's outside.
Pretty easy to give up on that pitch right there. Started on the edge of the plate with the spin. You know it's going to finish well off the plate.
And now 2-2.
I wouldn't throw him another breaking ball. Try to go again with the fastball, slightly elevated. He just is having a hard time catching up.
And it's fouled off. They'll do it again. That one just misses. 3 balls, 2 strikes.
He should get a pretty good pitch to hit here with the 3-hole hitter coming up if he's walked.
In the air, right side. Chourio on his way over. Brings it in. And that is that. So they go quietly there. We go to the bottom half of inning number 6. And the 5, 6, 7 slots due up. It's the Brewers 4 and the White Sox 2. Back here in Milwaukee. Well, we go bottom 6. Up now for Milwaukee, Sal Frelick. Frelick measures 5 feet 8 inches, 24 years old, and he's usually in right, today starting in left. First pitch, and he just misses.
Boog, if I was to break it down and make it simple, I would say right field's kind of a chill spot compared to left field. Left field's that second hot corner, in my opinion.
And that one is inside. There's a strike. Action in the pen down there. Jordan Leisure up and throwing. That one fouled off. And they'll do it again. Spoils that one, and it remains 2-2. Struck him out looking. Not sure about that call. Pitcher might have gotten a friendly strike 3.
The first baseman,
And
number
here
12,
is Hoskins.
Hoskins.
At 96, that pitch is in for a strike. Base is empty, 1 away here in the bottom of the 6th. Pitch misses there, and 1-1. Just off the inside edge.
That's a good miss off the inside part of the plate. You'd much rather miss there than out over the plate, where this guy could do some real damage.
Hoskins pushes it foul. Swing and a miss. Struck him out. And he's registered 3 Ks in this one.
Now batting, third
Next for
baseman,
Milwaukee,
Oliver
Dunn.
Young.
Close, but called a ball. Ball 1.
1-0.
Right through there for a strike. That clips the zone. That's strike 2. Ground ball up the middle. Safe at first, and an infield single keeps the inning going.
Boom, that's staying within his game right there. I mean, this speedster gets the infield single, and now he's on base to possibly do some damage. I love seeing what guys like this can do to disrupt the game once they get in a position to do so.
Man at first, and the batter will be the shortstop, Joseph Ortiz. In the air, right field. Tachman makes the play, and that's the 3rd out. Brewers strand 1, but they still lead this one 4-2. Now it's Andrew Benintendi to hit, and it was a homer back in the 1st inning that got his day started at the plate.
Yeah, Boog, a 2-run blast. His fans were just still getting into their seats here at the ballpark. So if you showed up late to this one, you missed out on a big moment early on.
A little out front there as he swings through it. Activity in the bullpen for the Brewers. Yoel Payamps, the hard-throwing righty, is up and loosening. Koenig warming up as well. Oh, 1 now. And a foul ball.
Pretty good pitch there to take a rip at. He wants to get his arms extended. He likes the ball away from him a little bit, just not able to square it up.
That misses, and it's 1-2. That's down and in. A slider missed.
Definitely a swing and miss slider down and in. He finished that really well. Just couldn't get him to offer at it.
That one misses. 3-2 now. Lifted in the air, left field, pretty well struck. Freeland makes the catch, and there's one down.
The first baseman, number 25.
So now it's the 4-hole hitter, Andrew Vaughn. In there at the knees, and that's strike one.
Man, I mean, nice job just presenting it to be better than it actually was.
One ball,
that one
strike.
misses, and the count even 1-1. And that drops in for a strike.
1-2.
Fouls it off, still 1-2. The Brewers holding on to a 2-run lead here in the top half of inning number 7. Hit in the air out to center field. Mitchell gets under it, brings it in. 2 down.
You can tell by their swings, this lineup is having trouble gauging speeds. Timing is everything in hitting, and right now they just don't have it.
Here's Josh Rojas. That one finds the zone. That's strike one. In the air, out towards left center. Freeland makes the grab on the run. 3 up, 3 down for him there. Midway in inning number 7, and it's time to stretch. It's the Brewers 4 and the White Sox 2. We're back in a new pitcher here to start the bottom of the 7th.
40.
Tyler Gilbert.
Tyler Gilbert.
Never stop me from being a good wager. I get respect from observers, no public enemy. I'm the white Mary that
Bryce Terang up now for the Brewers. He's already homered here in this one. And that's off the inside edge. And that is ball 1. Swing and a ball lifted in the air, shallow left field. Benintendi makes the catch, and there's one gone.
Now batting, right fielder, Jackson.
Next for the Brewers, Jackson Chourio. 0 for 3 in this one. That one off the mark, and it's 1-0.
1 ball, no strike.
There's a strike.
Looked pretty good as far as being in the strike zone, but I'm sure as a hitter, not too good with where it was located. Very top of the strike zone, middle away.
Up the middle. On the run, throw to first, and they get the out.
I love how guys at this level are able to slow the game down, whether it's in the batter's box or on defense. And right there, that was a good job of knowing just how much time he had. We talk about that internal clock. He was able to gather himself, get a good grip, and make an accurate throw across the diamond.
2 down, bases empty. Christian Yelich, the next to hit. Two down, nobody on. Here at the bottom of the 7th.
All right, now, he may have not liked either of those first two pitches or agreed with the umpire's calls, but at this point, he's going to have to bear down and be ready to hit anything close to the zone.
Fouls that off to the left, and we'll do it again. Now a fly ball to right center. Tachman settles under it and makes the catch. And that is that. Welcome back, and a new arm on the mound to start the eighth. Yoel Payams.
These are the spots relievers really make a name for themselves. Late and close. There's not much margin for error, but at the same time, there's a reason they're put in these situations.
Here's the second baseman, Lenin Sosa. And that one fouled off. That hits the dirt, and it's 1-1. Movement in Milwaukee's bullpen. Trevor McGill, the closer, is getting loose. Next offering is fouled back. Cuts and misses. It's a strikeout.
Nice, doubled up with the slider for that punch out. The one before just caught the zone, so as a hitter, you have to protect right there. Great pitch to just expand a little bit more. He got that chase he was looking for. That right there is good pitching.
So now it's the White Sox DH, Miguel Vargas. Pitch misses, 1-0.
1-0. Oh. 2 balls, no strike.
Swing and a ground ball up the middle. High throw to first, and he can't reach it. And this ball's going to wind up out of play.
Just looked like he pushed that throw. Not a long distance, so something definitely broke down mechanically. Sometimes the shorter throws can be harder to make. You don't see many high throws from second baseman over to first because they usually don't have to put much on it.
1 out, runner at second. And here is Brooks Baldwin. And that one off the outside edge.
1 ball, no strike.
The tying run at the plate. Headed towards the corner. Out number 2.
Up next for the White Sox, the catcher, Corey Lee.
Here's Corey Lee. This is what stat nerds like myself might call a high leverage situation.
Yeah, Boog, not sure what the numbers say, but clearly an at-bat that could change the course of this game dramatically.
In for a strike. It's 0-1.
Dangerous spot for that slider right there. Didn't seem to quite finish out front and get that sharp break. Tell you what, he doesn't want to throw that pitch again.
Slider clips the zone.
2 pretty nasty sliders to get this hitter into an 0-2 count. If you're up there at the plate, you got to look up in the zone and spit on anything that's down.
That's way outside. And the count 1-2.
Looking very settled on the mound here in the 8th. One more out, and they'll probably hand it off to their closer for the 9th with at least a 2-run lead.
Base hit right field. Runner around third on his way to the plate. He'll score easily. It's 4-3.
Big time at bat right there. Comes through, and they're back within a run. Nice job of driving that pitch the other way on a line. You know, hitters, they take so many reps in the cages working on going to the opposite field, and it doesn't always translate into the game, but right there it did, and he did it perfectly.
Back to the top of the order now. Here's Mike Tachman. Late swing, foul to the left. with the tying run on at first, and we're in the top of the 8th. That's down and in. A slider missed. Got the bat going too soon, and strike 2.
Good late sink on that fastball. Out of the hand, looks so good, and then by the time it gets in the hitting zone, hard to get the barrel to it.
Over to first, and he saved. White Sox down a run. Next one is off the plate, and the count is even 2-2.
Man, oh man, I don't know how you take that pitch. That's as close as it gets.
And that's a strikeout looking. That was pretty nasty.
Short distance and my spit will probably still be warm when it hits you. Or get a tissue. Swear to God, I'm an issue. You don't really want war.
And we're back, ready for the bottom of the 8th. Here's the Brewers catcher now, William Contreras. And a fastball in there for a strike at 91.
Well, they say it's the best pitch in baseball. Strike 1. You get ahead on a good hitter as well. Gives you a little bit more confidence to move through the at-bat.
Called strike right there. Movement for the White Sox in their bullpen. Gus Varland preparing to come on if needed. Eller getting cranked up as well. Oh, and 2 now. And that's in the dirt.
2 strikes.
Pitch misses there. 2 balls, 2 strikes.
He's trying to stay down in the zone, but the hitter just will not chase. Now back in a 2-2 count, he's going to have to go to something else to get him out.
Laced down the line. This looks like extra bases. Around first, heading for 2. In safely. It's a double and his second hit.
Well, that's how you respond. Leadoff man comes up, gets into scoring position. Now there are several ways that they can get this run across.
Runner in scoring position, no outs. Garrett Mitchell digs in now. Swing and a ball hit out towards left center field. Could be extra bases. Coming home. He will score. He's in there.
Well, that started and ended pretty quickly. No messing around right there. Put a pretty good jolt into that one. Great swing, nice balance and weight transfer. And he got it to drop in out there in the deep part of the field.
So man aboard. Up now for Milwaukee, Sal Frelick. That's to third. Rojas throws on to first. 1 gone to the bottom of the 8th.
The first baseman, number 12, Rhys Hoskins.
And the batter now is Rhys Hoskins. 1 for 3. And there's a breaking ball that drops in there. There's a strike. That one inside, and the count is 1-2. And down on strikes he goes, and now 2 gone.
Well, he's going to have some thinking to do when he leaves the ballpark after this
Now
one.
batting,
That was his
the
third
third baseman,
strikeout, and this
Oliver.
one looking, obviously, so he's been a little overmatched. He's got to find a way just to be more competitive up there at the plate.
Done. In the box with 2 gone,
No ball.
and takes a
1
look
strike.
at a called strike. Foul ball there. And a swing and a line drive into right field. Tachman makes the grab, and that'll do it. Brewers pick up a run on this RBI double. Last chance coming up here for the White Sox.
You can never be like me. Yeah, I push until I bleed. And I keep it so 100, not afraid to show my teeth. You can never be like me. Yeah, I push
Pitching
until
for the
Welcome
Brewers.
back, and here comes the closer,
Number 29.
Trevor McGill.
I think closer has to be one of the toughest jobs in baseball. And we see a pretty high turnover rate because of it. Every outing seems to be high pressure, this one included. We'll see if he can wrap up the
Leading off
win and
the
get himself a save.
The center fielder,
Luis Robert now 0 for 3 with 2 flyouts and a strikeout. There's a swing and a miss.
Just not able to catch up to that velocity.
That one at triple digits.
He can live up in the zone all game if hitters will chase it. That's just too much velocity. Hitters got to look down in the zone.
Swing and a miss. Struck him out. And a strikeout for the first out here in the ninth.
Well, that right there is what you want to see out of your closer. Come in and close the door, cancel any hope that that opponent has in making some type of comeback in the ball game. Tell you what, that helps him settle in, and that helps everybody else relax a little bit to get these other 2 outs.
Benintendi batting with 1 down, takes a strike. And that's downstairs. And the count is 1-1. The White Sox down by a pair here at the top of the ninth. Next pitch is inside, 2-1.
That was absolute gas. Triple digits on the gun. It's just a different experience as a hitter watching that go by.
Just missed.
It's a tough pitch, but in terms of the best pitch you're going to get to hit in the at-bat, that fastball was down enough where you're going to catch up to one. That's the one. When she elevates, guys aren't touching it.
3-2. Gets a piece and stays alive. Up and in, ball 4. And that'll bring the tying run to the plate.
Oh, looking for a swing and miss right there, or for the ump to help him out and make a call with that last pitch, but neither happened. Close pitch, but a good take to earn that walk.
Vaughn in the box with 1 away as he takes ball 1.
Home plate umpires trying to tighten things up a little bit.
A swing and a miss, and that's strike 1.
1 ball, 1 strike.
Benintendi stands at first with 1 out. Check swing, he went too far, and it's a strike. On the ground to third, done. Over to Terang, 1. The double play ends it right here.
Way to make a pitch right there. Get that ball on the ground. Defense picking them up. Huge double play to end this ball game.
A 5-3 final score in this one. For Chris Singleton and our entire outstanding crew here at MLB The Show, I'm John Shambi. We'll see you soon.